eat a nice cool dish. How about sushi that doesn't include rice? Coming up, we're here at the Juice Truck where we are making a delicious vegan sushi that actually rivals its seafood counterparts. We'll be right back. Yeah, and you know, right now we're actually moving to sushi. Vancouver is a huge sushi community. We love our sushi, but you know, for people that want to go vegan, we have a great option. And Amanda, this is what I'm most amazed with. We're not using rice.
No, it's parsnip rice.
Parsnip rice. So I've got that here. How did you actually prepare this?
It's actually seasoned with rice wine vinegar and a little bit of salt, Himalayan salt, of course, and a little bit of sweetener.
And it actually has that little bit of a stick that you need.
Yeah, it's about the food processor. You have to use a certain food processor and then just the right consistency just before it turns wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that gives us our nice little sushi rice here. So we've got it on our nori ready to go. Yeah. We are keeping it vegan here, so there's no meat of any kind, no seafood. What are we going to put in here?
Those are yams, so those are steamed yams. Steams really keeps it nice and light. However, you can change it out if you're raw, and you can put anything you want in it, kind of just have fun with it. Those are enoki mushrooms that are soaked with coconut aminos.
And what are coconut aminos?
Coconut aminos are fermented coconut sap, so no salt, so it's very healthy.
And that's something that you are also using instead of a soy sauce, correct?
Exactly. It kind of gives that taste of soy sauce without actually being super dehydrated after, and gives a nice flavor.
How am I doing with my placement here?
Yeah, you're
pretty
doing
good.
You're doing pretty good. You know, you're not exactly how we do it, but it's awesome.
Listen, I don't trust me. Ask anyone back at the station. I very rarely do anything exactly how anyone else does it. When you're dealing with something like this here too, you were saying before off camera that what it does is it doesn't give you that spike that's regular sushi might give you, right?
Because a lot of sushi has sugar, and the rice is also helps spikes your blood sugar. So by having a parsnip rice, so give it nice and tight and roll it back.
Roll back.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then what you do is, it's kind of a little bit difficult
I'll let
here.
you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you kind of roll it back, and then you flip it up, and then obviously these would be out of the way.
Obviously, because I wouldn't have done it.
And then you just add a little bit of water.
Beautiful.
And then you just stick it on like that.
And the one thing we didn't put on is our little sauce here, by the way, Jody and Riaz. That is a dairy-free sauce. What's it called again, quickly?
Yeah, it's just like a spicy Japanese mayo.
Look how beautiful this is. Rivals its seafood counterparts. How delicious does that look? Literally getting juiced, and you know, a lot of people can't imagine eating this many vegetables in one sitting, so why not drink it? That's always a great option. We're here again, the Juice Truck Storefront, brand new. Ryan, a lot of people are asking, what's the deal with cold pressed juice?
So it's just a different form of juicing. Essentially, you use 2 tons of hydraulic pressure to extract all the fruits and vegetables, all the liquid content out of it, instead of using centrifugal juicing, which is the most common juice use.
And it's supposed to be better, they say.
Much better.
Yeah,
There's,
why?
Less heat involved and less oxidation that occurs.
Now we're putting some of our beautiful greens in here, things like kale, things like cucumber. These are all going to be things that are absolutely delicious, but you know, Zach, what about things like protein? How are we going to get a protein if we're using juice as maybe one of our meals of the day?
Well, if you combine cucumber and celery, that's a complete protein. And basically anything green like spinach or kale, anything leafy and green has a lot of protein in it, just like Popeye always liked his spinach.
Now, you've got obviously some other things on this cutting board right here. What about people that don't like a grassy taste? What are options for them at home?
It's really easy to add your greens and cut it with a little bit of sweetness. Pineapple's great, some pears great, green apple's great. A little bit of kick with some mint or some ginger.
What about spice?
Cayenne's great, turmeric, you can add all those things just to give your juice a little bit extra oomph to it.
Excellent. Now, Ryan, you talked about the pressure that's involved with cold pressing. We're going to do that here right now.
So what we're doing is, by minimizing all the heat involved in this process, we're going to extract all those vitamins and nutrients and reduce the amount of oxidation that occurs. And just in general, this is the most nutrient-dense juice possible.
Wonderful. Well, as that continues to press, Michelle, for more details on the Juice Truck, of course, you can check out their website. They have this beautiful storefront, and this is about as fresh as it gets. Look at that. Juicy goodness, all those vegetables. Feel healthier already. Healthier already, I'm telling you. Yeah, well, we've been juicing earlier. Of course, we're here at the Juice Truck, but it's more than just juice. And you know, I love a great massage, Eden and Colin, but who knew that massaging your kale was going to be the new thing that I would learn that's my new favorite thing. First of all, why are you massaging kale?
Well, I'm actually tenderizing it right now. So I've added some pink Himalayan salt, which adds minerals.
Okay.
And that actually draws the moisture out of the kale, so it tenderizes it, and it makes it look like it's cooked. but it's not.
Right, so here's kale that, and this is baby kale, so it's already a little bit more tender
is.
anyways, but there's the kale, and there's what it looks like, and you might not be able to translate as well on camera, but I can tell you it feels significantly different, right?
Yes.
So we're making a beautiful salad, a vegan salad. I gotta say, Colin, of course, you're also a firefighter. When it's your night to cook, quote unquote cook, how do the guys feel and women feel about that at the hall?
Well, they actually feel pretty good. I have to say I can hold my own in the kitchen, but you know, they'll still do their meat thing on the side, but I definitely create a delicious vegan meal for them.
Using great whole foods. Now, before we talk about the other things we're gonna add to our salad, we've got something that is a great bacon replacement. Tell us about that.
So the bacon replacement is actually coconut. It's ribboned coconut, it's dried, and then I add coconut aminos, which is the sap of a coconut blossom, fermented with sea salt, and then I add smoked paprika for that smoked flavor.
So that's something people at home can do very easily. We've got our massaged kale, we're gonna add avocados. We're not putting any kind of oil in here.
No, the avocado actually acts as the oil. It's a whole food fat, so you're getting nutrient density. And I don't like to use a lot of oils in my cooking because it doesn't add a lot of nutrient density, so I use whole food fats.
Now, people at home are probably wondering, why is she mushing with her hands? First of all, I've washed my hands.
Excellent.
But there's a key reason why we're mushing the avocado, not just leaving it cubed.
Exactly, so that it actually acts as a salad dressing.
That is fantastic. Let's get our coconut bacon in there as well. Just one of the many great things that you can try here at the Juice Truck. You can make that coconut bacon at home absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that lovely there back at the station? Let's mix that up a little bit more here. And
We're gonna add our tomato
my
in
new
too.
favorite salad. Since I learned how to do this, guys, I've made this salad almost every single day. It is beautiful.
And then we're just a little bit of lemon juice.
Yum, yum,
and
yum.
that's it. It's so simple. You can throw it into a wrap or eat it as a meal.
But did you know that the Juice Truck also has a community space with classes, perhaps like a little tight club? Oh yeah, we're working it. Up next, we'll be right back. Exactly like a one-stop shop. You can come and have your juice, you can have a healthy lunch. They've got a great seating area that's more of like a community space out there to perhaps read, enjoy your lunch, and then they got a community space in here where potentially you can come and get your sweat on, Katie. First of all, you're saying we can do a workout in 10 minutes.
Oh, it's a fact.
Yeah, so what's it called, what we do the workout?
Well, I follow the Tabata format, so it's generally 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You can be pretty creative with what exercises you choose. So we got 4 exercises for you guys today.
Perfect.
In a real world, we do it a little bit longer, but you know,
Yeah.
it's been a morning.
Exactly, so what's our first move?
First one, we're gonna start with the upper body. So this is what I call licks. Kind of like the chaturanga, but you know, we're all gonna press back to downward dog. And then essentially try to lick the floor. So lick it up.
Lick the floor, that's a good
Lick the floor. Okay, so we'll do a few here.
And what's this really working?
This is great for the core, the chest, the shoulders, and the back.
Okay, next move.
All right, next move, we've got lower bodies. So, most of us know that Solange and Beyonce and Jay-Z are playing in Seattle this week. So, for them, we've got back lunge kicks. I call them Solange kicks.
Okay.
So we got back lunge, kick. And then we're gonna switch
working lower body.
Duh, yeah.
Okay.
But also, because we're using a little bit of everything here below the belly button, it's also gonna get our heart rates up.
Awesome.
So you can always speed it up if you want, but we're gonna keep it simple.
Okay, let's work our core.
All right, so core. Changing it up a little bit, we're all gonna grab our pineapple. We've got the West Coast seated twist.
Okay.
Okay, so West Coast pineapple twist. Keep those heels up. This works your core. It also helps with digestion.
All right, you guys keep doing this particular move because we talked about digestion, because you know what? You can do it all here. Juice Truck Storefront right here on West 5th. Jody and Riaz, I'm telling you, I deserve a juice now.